Welcome back everybody to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Apple stock, it's up almost 2%, and look at the market cap right here, guys. $3.57 trillion right now, so massive pump to the upside. We talked about it before, how Apple can actually take out 230, and that was the target. Original target was 230 if this thing breaks above 220, and we got up there, and today another brand new all-time high, 233, and now pretty much trading at a brand new all-time high way outside the Bollinger Band. Now, are we going to see finally some sort of a pullback here on Apple? We definitely need one, so watch out if there is a pullback here on Apple. Now 230, that's gonna be your line in the sand to watch. Strong support, and below that 227.47, rising 20-day moving average, and then we can talk about possibly coming down here to close this gap just above 220. But as long as Apple can stay above 230, this thing can move, and there might be another fresh new all-time high, and that would be 236, and then the next stop 240. And here's my X account, and if you guys are on there, definitely give me a follow. And there is no subscription, nothing here on X, is totally free, and you can always ask me a question if you have right here on X. And here's a fantastic play from today, and actually not one, quite a few. Let's just have a look at daily trade ideas. Look at this play right here. 9:45 a.m. picked up DIA calls 395, and it was trading below 393. Pretty much picked up at the low of the day. And then 12:27 p.m. Eastern time, it was already in the money, kept 10 runners on DIA. At the end, 3:54 p.m., it's trading over 397. Massive trade on DIA. So this thing exploded. Now let me show you guys a swing trade just from today. CRM got into CRM calls 270 today at 246, and CRM now trading at 253. So this was another trade, and still holding, guys, up almost 40% on that trade. And you can see the expiration date is long. It's not going to expire anytime soon. This was also a fantastic trade. So if you want all these trade ideas, and especially if you're serious about trading, definitely, guys, check out the link down below in the description for Patreon. On AMD, it's up almost 4%. So let's talk about AMD, guys. Now, you guys all know that I got AMD here. I sold some calls, then I sold few more, kept 5 runners on AMD. Even yesterday, I was actually itching to sell my 5 contracts right here because it was up here at 180. But I kept it, I said, okay, let me just wait one more day. And it was worth it because it went over 200%. And these are long calls. It's not going to expire anytime soon. Went over 200%. Now also, I said it before, I called it that this thing is wedging right here. Also, this trend line is holding. As long as AMD can hold right here, Bollinger Bands are squeezing, you're going to see explosive move to the upside. And what happened today, guys? Almost, just like I said in my video, that it can go up to 188, 184. It did exactly that. And I think there is more upside. But maybe in the short term, we might get some sort of a pullback. So watch out. If this thing gets down to 175, as long as the support can hold, I would say 175 to 173. If that happens tomorrow with the CPI, that is going to be a dip buying opportunity on AMD. Now, yes, I think they actually are buying another company. So technically, usually when you hear something like that from any company, the stock sells off. But here in this case, look at the volume here, guys. Massive explosion. And now I think if this thing can stay above 173 to 175, and right now it's holding almost 184. So I would say 184, and then watch out for the support 175 and 173. As long as it's above 175, you're going to see another explosive move up to 188, and then watch out for 205 to close these two gaps to the upside. So I think there is still juice left here in the tank, and this thing can move even higher. On Meta, it's up 0.88%. So Meta was holding right here for past 2-3 days. It was trying to hold right here 530 to 531. And today when I saw Meta at 530, I think I got in a little bit early. I got some 540 calls, and this thing delivered, guys. I mean, weekly calls, this Friday expiration. Just check it out. If you got in at 530, how much this thing went up? 179%. This was one of the biggest trade I took in last 6 months. And why? Because I have confirmation. And how? Look at this rising 5-day moving average, 528.78. We have previous all-time highs, 531, and was holding. And I knew that Bollinger Band already expanded up to, my target was actually 536, but this thing went above and beyond. Again, 538, 179% on that trade. It was a weekly option that is going to expire this Friday, and that is why I got 179% on that trade. It was a really nice trade on Meta, took profit, and now it's holding over 531. So technically that is still bullish, and I think once we get over 538, you're going to see a massive explosion back up to 542.81, and over that 551 to even 558. So watch out, Meta might be moving tomorrow as long as the support can hold 531. On Microsoft, it's up 1.46%, so another explosion right here on Microsoft. Yesterday, this thing came off. It was cooling off right here, came down to 458.86. But look at this, not even touching rising 13-day moving average, 456.67, and now went back up and holding. Yesterday, this thing came under rising 5-day moving average, and now it's holding 464. So that is also bullish. And as long as Microsoft can stay above 464, the next target 470, and that's going to be a brand new all-time high. Below 464, watch out for this low as a support right here, which is going to be also in line with this rising 13-day moving average, 456, I would say 457 right here. And under that level, you're going to see more selling, possibly down to 451. Until then, stay bullish on Microsoft, and I think this thing can go up to 470 and possibly even higher from there, because still we're getting a lot of volume here on Microsoft. Not, big as before, but decent volume. So as long as this thing can trade above rising 5-day moving average, still bullish, and this continuation to the upside can continue. And there is a race going on between Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia. And I don't know who's going to be the leader at the end, but right now, Apple leading the way, guys. I mean, you can see 3.47 trillion here on Microsoft, and Apple went past that already, and Nvidia is nowhere near Apple. So Apple is the #1 stock. Even I said it before so many times, one of my favorite stock, Apple, and now Apple leading this market and leading this rally from the front. On Tesla stock, it's up 0.35%, so kind of a flat day on Tesla. We got a doji indecision candle, but look at the dip buying here, guys. Came back down to 258, and the dip was bought up immediately. And Tesla is struggling right here. If you look at my screen, this high right here, and that is 265, got up to 267, came back, and now trading under 265. Now also, Tesla's still getting a lot of volume, but this thing is overbought, and I see a lot of people now chasing and talking about 300 on Tesla. That is the worst thing you can do, because you're not in this move. You did not buy the dip. You did not buy the breakout, and now you're chasing. I mean, the entire move is done, and now you're chasing, talking about 300. I mean, yes, you might get lucky. Sometimes people get lucky, with some news, maybe some catalyst, it'll go up another $5-10, but you're taking a lot of risk buying Tesla without a pullback. Now, where is actually a good entry if there is a pullback? I would say anywhere from 213 to 231 right here. If we get some sort of a pullback, that would be a decent entry to go long here on Tesla. If you're going long here, well, good luck to you, because I don't know, you're gonna blow up the account here if this thing gets a pullback back down to 231. And now Tesla, as long as Tesla is trading above 258, next stop definitely 265. And if we can clear 265 and Tesla holds there, then watch out, guys. 300 is definitely on the card and it's coming because we do have a gap on top and this thing can continue. And Tesla is the only stock, even though this thing is overbought, I got no complaints. And why? Because this thing was down for a long time and it was just going down, where we saw Nvidia rallying and hitting brand new all-time highs every day. Even right now it's going up, right? But Tesla, Microsoft was going up also. AMD we saw going over 200. That's not even a mega cap. Netflix came back up to 700 almost. Tesla was down here. Actually, it was going down, gapping down. And now, if this stock is going up after this big consolidation and a correction, it's totally healthy and the stock can move even higher. And who knows, at some point, maybe end of this year, if this rally actually continues, we get some sort of a healthy pullback, this thing could be trading at 400. On Amazon stock, it's up 0.23%. So Amazon kind of struggling here at 200. You can see right here, multiple rejection. We actually went above 200, but came back and now again under 200. So here on Amazon, under 200, we might see a pullback, possibly down to 195 and then down to even 191.67, down to 190. We actually had no retest of this breakout at 190, so we might see a pullback, and that would be a decent pullback if there is a pullback down to 190. We do have rising 20-day moving average, this white line sitting at 191.67, so anything from 190 to 191.67 would be a strong dip buying zone as long as the support can hold right here. Now, if you're chasing here, well, only thing I can say, if this thing breaks out over 200, holds 200, then watch out for a move. Now, Bollinger Band fully extended up to 205, so this thing can go up to 205 and possibly even higher from there, and that's gonna be another brand new all-time high on Amazon. On Google stock, it's up 1.17%, so Google another fresh new all-time high today. And yesterday and day before, we saw a bit of a pullback here on Google. But look at this, guys. Rising 5-day moving average, sitting just above 190, came back to 190.62. And look at this. I can zoom in here. You guys will see better. 5-day moving average holding 190.59, went back up and now trading near 193. Pretty much closing at a brand new all-time high. So I think Google here, as long as Google can stay above 190, this trend and this massive run to the upside can continue until this thing hits 195 to even 200. Only below 190, watch out for a dump off down to 187.63 and then maybe even 20-day moving average 183.61 on Google. So Netflix going down today 1.18%. So Netflix came back and down to right here 20-day moving average 675. Low for the day is 673 and the support is holding into closing. So that is technically bullish here on Netflix, and we do have earnings coming out I think next week. So this thing here, as long as 675 can hold, watch out for continuation back up to the upside. Soon as we get over 680, this thing can run back up to 700. Under 675, we do have strong support right here at 664, and then watch out for 650, 641.52, and then 630. On Nvidia stock is up 2.69%. So Nvidia stock, this bear flag, and what's going to happen next? We've been talking about it in my channel, and I think our friend Ron saw it yesterday, this bear flag, and he called it out like, Nvidia, oh, there is a bear flag and we're just gonna crash now. Oh my God, I mean, dude, wake up. It's too late. The bear flag is not even playing out. Also, I said it in my video before that, guys, there is a bear flag here on Nvidia stock. If this thing were to play out, it needs to take out 117.85. And you can see this was a double bottom here. Instead of taking down this low, this thing actually made a higher low. And from there, another higher low into a higher high, higher lows and higher highs. And forget about this bear flag, it's playing out to the upside. Also, I said in my video before that just because we have a bear flag, usually we see here in this market, bear flags playing out to the upside, head and shoulder patterns playing out to the upside. Even bearish patterns are bullish and bullish patterns are even more bullish. So, unless you get confirmation, you cannot just say, hey, bear flag and everything will crash. And plus, you're seeing it too late, dude. I mean, I called it out 2 weeks ago, and now you woke up and talking about a bear flag here. It's gone. It's not playing out anymore. So, Nvidia, what's the next stop? Well, looks like it's heading back up to 136. We break that 136. Keep that in mind, and I'm telling you, this thing will hit another brand new all-time high. Now, is this healthy? And am I like supporting this rally? Absolutely not. I don't like this. I mean, where is the correction? Where is the opportunity for us to buy or anyone to buy and go long here in this market? It's not there. I'm not saying that this is actually a great news. Things are going back up and bullish because yes, it's going up and people are trading short term and making money, but buying and thinking outside the box and holding longer, there is no opportunity here on Nvidia stock. So that is the bad part, and I just really don't like that because now it's gonna go back up and hit a brand new all-time high soon as this stock clears 136. Now yesterday you can see it actually broke above 130, ran up to 134, and today continuation up to 136, almost 135 plus. And now look at this, guys. I mean, this thing can continue this run easily up to 136, and soon as that breaks, we're only like $4 or $5 away from all-time highs, and Nvidia can do that. So, don't count this bear flag at all until if this thing gets a big pullback. And now, I don't even think it's coming back down to 117.85 right now. It's too far away from this, downside target, 117.85. So now, watch out for the upside target, maybe a double top here. That could be something you need to watch if you're shorting Nvidia. But as of right now, bear flag is out of the window. It's not playing out until we get a pullback and this thing trades under 126, at least for one day. It's nowhere near in the picture, guys. Not anymore. So watch out. Nvidia now, 136 breaks, more upside. And now if there is a pullback, there will be support at 130. That might be a dip buying opportunity if you're thinking about trading and holding short term. Right here, 130. And below 130, we do have support at 126. And that's all I have for you guys in this video.